Good afternoon from Korea. It is March 13th, and we're going to do two things today. I'm going to review yesterday's workout because I didn't get a chance to record anything, and I want this to be a more or less daily kind of thing, right? And then we're going to talk about today's workout, or lack thereof, and how to prep for tomorrow's. Tomorrow's is the Open, 15.3. If you've seen the Open announcement, good on ya. I love living in Asia so I can wake up and drink coffee and watch these two girls go at it. Crazy good athletes. Right, so starting off, for March 12th, I was able to get 5 minutes of row in. As you can start to tell, that's my favorite way to warm up. 5 minutes of rowing in, followed by some double under practice, which is going to come in handy for tomorrow's workout. 10 minutes of mobility, the usual. I like to dig in there with my either foam roller, my lacrosse ball, just some regular static stretching, but not too much. Research has shown that that's actually going to make you weaker during the workout, whereas a little bit of light foam rolling beforehand is going to increase blood flow and enhance your performance. The static stretching should be something you do afterwards, as you're cooling down. From there, I hit a 5x5 kettlebell press at 24 kilograms. Now, if you notice, the 5x5 kilogram press was also in the 11th workout. After the muscle-ups that day, I didn't have the energy to hit the 5x5. It's important to know that no battle plan will survive first contact with the enemy. Now, I'm going to misappropriate that quote to talk about this also. If you're not feeling the workout, by all means feel free to come back, ease off a little bit. So, I hit the 5x5 kettlebell press, then went down and did 5x3 cleans at 215 pounds. Came back and did 100-meter sprints, and at the end of every one I took 30 seconds off, and I did that for 8 rounds. It was fairly close to Tabata style. Okay? Now, good workout. I managed to get this in fairly quickly. On the way out, I had a carb shake, a little bit of maltodextrin, some whey protein, the same stuff that I either talked about in the intranutrition episode that I'm going to post right after this. Right? Today is all about the recovery. So, a lot of rest. If you're not using a sleep tracker, I suggest you get one. They're not expensive. Spend the $1 and get Sleep Cycle on your iPhone or Android. And then you can program in your own notes, and you can see what is going to help you. I know that I sleep better when I eat late. This morning, I wasn't able to get in a meal last night, and this morning I woke up hungry. I don't recommend that. So, that brings me to recovery. Every morning I wake up and I have a shake. Not a protein shake, but just a general health shake. I'll mix in some glutamine, creatine, beta-alanine, a little bit of sea salt, vitamin C, chlorella, and as of today, I'm starting to use this gigantic 2-liter clean canteen. I mixed in 20 grams of baking soda. I'm reading a book right now called Stronger, Faster, Higher by Chris McCluskey. Fantastic book, and it's all about the science of elite athletes and what they do that they can help us. So he recommends baking soda. He says it's right up there with creatine and caffeine as the most researched and effective supplements. Speaking of caffeine, I'm also enjoying my coffee throughout the day. I'll have 2 cups regular and then switch to decaf. So, that is the recovery portion. Also, I'm eating. I'm not going to train today very hard, so I'm going to eat fairly ketogenically. This morning for breakfast, I had 3 eggs, pastured eggs, a couple of ounces of grass-fed beef, and then I had some kale and mustard greens that were sautéed with some raw garlic. Pretty excellent morning breakfast. Now, for the open prep later, what I recommend doing is hitting your mobility. The muscle-ups are going to be hard on your shoulders, so I'm going to get in there, I'm going to hit my shoulders right here where it connects as far as the anchor goes. The connecting point is going to come down into my pec, and I'm going to hit that with my foam roller, my lacrosse ball, and same right over here, right where the lat meets the shoulder. Now, if you have any gristle in there and when you hit it, it hurts, it means you should be hitting it more. So I'm going to hit those mostly, then do a little bit of light work all over the body. From there, I'm going to practice the movements a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I want to be rested for tomorrow. I'm also going to make sure I take my travel stick that I have from Rogue and hit my Achilles tendon, as well as my hamstrings. which are going to start to lock up a little bit after a couple hundred jumps. Hopefully I make it to the few hundred jump mark. That should about cover it. As we all know, 15.3 is a 14-minute AMRAP, 7 muscle-ups, 50 wall balls at 20 pounds for gentlemen, 10-foot target, and then 100 double unders. Being a tall guy who's fairly strong, I'm not worried about the double unders. I'm not worried about the wall balls being a tall guy who's fairly strong. And I'm not worried about the double unders either. I've been practicing those a lot. I am worried about the ring muscle-ups. Now, the last workout that I did, I was able to hit a consistent muscle-up about every 20 seconds. If I started to push it more than that, hit 2 or 3 in a row, I would lose it pretty quickly. So what I plan to do is break them up right from the start. Try and hit a muscle-up every 10 to 15 seconds, and then look at the clock and come back down. If that holds out, I think I should be able to knock out maybe 3 rounds. We'll see how it turns out. It's going to be a game time plan. Like I said, no battle plan survives first contact with the enemy. Okay. Enjoy your rest and recovery day, guys. I'm going to come back in and post my video about how I did in 15.3. I'm hoping it's going to be my strongest event yet. Until then, cheers.